So, who follows baseball? Well, I wanted to share an old fun fact for you guys before I start mine. So, here we go. So the San Francisco Giants manager, Alvin Dark, told reporters that pitcher Gaylord Perry hitting ability was so poor that they'll get a man on the moon before he hits a home run. July 20th, 1969, 20 minutes after Neil Armstrong steps foot on the moon, he hits a home run. So I wanted to, or my audience should listen because baseball is fun and it's just interesting. Three main events are Jackie Robinson and the color barrier, the All-Star game, and then the dead ball era. Let's get started. Jackie Robinson, also known as the Great Experiment, played in the Negro Leagues, AAA for the Montreal Monarchs for a while, and Branch Rickey, manager for the Brooklyn Dodgers at the time, wanted to break the color barrier, but knew it had to be someone that was willing to avoid confrontation, hostility, and like insults. Jackie Robinson was an excellent athlete, played 4 sports. At the time was an American hero, being able to be signed and be the first person to say that he was able to play on a major league team that wasn't too fond of having colored people, in the sense, on their team playing with them. My next point is the All-Star game. Baseball is a never-ending story where every game is a new 9 innings. And through the years, every franchise has 1, maybe 2 players that are standouts or the filthy ones. And an All-Star game is where they all come together and fans look most most exciting, right? You got all the best players on one team, 2 teams competing. The first game was July 6, 1933, and it flexed from who got to be starters on each team, from the coaches and managers to fans wanting to. And in 1970, the vote returned to the fans for the selections of the starters and remains the same to this day. My next one is the dead ball era. Considering to have lasted from the turn of the century to the beginning of the 20th, as the name suggests, dead, the balls were a lot softer and harder to play. Less home runs were hit, so it leaned more towards the pitching side, but hitters and other teams had to lean more towards the hit and run, the steal, the bunt, and the fundamentals to play the game. Pitchers were allowed to throw spitballs, throw anything, so what was coming at you really didn't know. And by the end of the game, each ball was like black and scuffed up, because really back then everyone was just using the same ball, so that's kind of gross. And on February 10th, 1920, that baseball rule, dead ball, was outlawed. And so to go back over the 3 main points that I had were Jackie Robinson, the color barrier, the All-Star game, and the dead ball era.